G'day, it's Pete here, and I'm back with Max Henbest for a recap of System McSystem Face. We went and played it in a congress, and we actually managed to come second. So we're pretty stoked about that. But we had our chances to win as well, but we thought we'd go over the interesting hands, talk about some of the gaps in the systems or areas that you might want to try and fix it, give it a bit of a rating, and then suggest a couple of ideas that you might want to choose between for the next Let's Create a System. So let's jump straight into it. Alright, so this hand just started off with a good strong clubs and went past, and you got to show your spade.
South, a bit of no trump showing clubs.
That one, yeah. And so one no trump, 8 plus, 5 plus clubs. And now I asked what you got.
Mm-hmm.
You said you had spades.
It's also a minimum as well.
Like
so.
8 to 11.
Yeah.
I said, what about hearts? And then we got to 3 no trump. So this was just a hand to kick off the strong club system. And I was really happy that I managed to remember it at that time, even though I forgot it just then.
That's okay. Yeah, it was a reasonable contract, like, yeah. So, yeah. Wasn't really that exciting of a hand, but, you know, it's good to get the strong club started at any rate. And Pete's 3 half bid's quite fair. Like, I could easily have swapped my diamonds and my hearts around. And what's more is it also, I've shown spades and clubs, so he's not worried about those 2 suits. When he bids 3 hearts, he really he's highlighting the diamond issue maybe a bit to me, sort of saying diamonds could be an issue. Other alternative was he could have also bid 2 no trumps, which sort of just says, we're in a game for, so just tell me more. And then I would have bid 3 diamonds, which sort of would have told him the same information. But I like the heart bid mainly because sometimes if I've got honor X in hearts, like if I had queen X of hearts and 2 low diamonds, you'd prefer to play in 4 hearts. So that gives us a chance of finding that contract too when 3 no is not playable.
Yep.
So, yeah.
The next one was 3 no trumps by North. And this one I opened a 14 to 16 no trump, and it went Stamen by Max. I bid 2 spades, he bid 2 no trumps, and I bid 3 no trumps, which I ginned up after getting hearts right. They attacked. They started with clubs, so I managed to get 2 clubs, 4 hearts, 2 spades, diamond. So, but the main thing is, talk us through your reasoning here on why you stamened.
So we're playing a 14 to 16 no trump, which is fine, but it's a bit different to the rest of the field. And nonetheless, sort of one of the things I wanted to think about is I kind of did want to stick with the field a little bit, and there's also a good chance that you can make a 4 heart contract. So if partner had opened just a regular 15 to 17 no trump, I reckon most people in the field that we're playing Swiss pairs, would actually be stamening on that hand, trying to find their 4-4 heart fit, then just planning on bidding game. And with 7 points opposite 15 to 17, it's a bit dicey. I also had 3 10s, so I didn't actually think the hand was. It has 3 jacks as well. Jacks aren't the best, but the 3 10s as well. And actually, if you notice, most of the 10s actually carried weight. 10 of hearts was good. The 10 of clubs was good. 10 of diamonds is a good card in Pete's hand as North. And the 10 of spades. Actually, having the 10 of spades was actually better than not having the 10 of spades. It sounds strange, but
wow, like seriously. I didn't realize it was better having the 10 than not having it. Yeah.
All right, so
good point.
It stops the East hand from actually leading. It's like the East hand had spades, that actually have Queen Jack, 10 and 4 spades. In which case, even though Pete's bid spades, it's just an easy Queen of Spades lead. If you had the 10 there as well. So the fact that I had the 10 partially actually did help because it stopped the opponent's leading spades.
Were you thrilled when I bid 3 no trumps?
No, when you bid 3 no trumps, I was just really hoping that you only went 1 off or something. But yeah, and the other thing is, if Pete only had say 14, then the auction's quite liable to go a minor suit opening, and I'm going to bid my hearts. Then Pete's going to bid a no trump anyway. Yeah. In which case, we might have actually already, like the opponents haven't managed to bid their spades yet. So that could be, maybe it's a bit aggressive, but I didn't feel like it was too far off at the time. So
it worked.
Yeah, it worked well. I wasn't expecting him to make 3 no trumps. I was like, oh, good when that happened. I was quite happy.
So this one, we got to 5 clubs on the auction, 1 spade, pass, 4 spades. And here with the North cards, I wanted to make a takeout double. We just, some people play this just as penalties, but when you get preempted, I like it to be takeout. and it went past 5 clubs from Max, which then gave me an interesting issue of what do I do over this, because I don't have good preference for clubs. But then I decided that if Max only had clubs, he would bid 5 clubs, whereas if he had 2 places to play, he'd bid 4 no trumps a lot.
Yeah.
So I decided to pass, and we floated down 2 when 4 spades doesn't make either. But yeah, just an interesting sort of high-level competitive decision and how you actually deal with it. After that one, this is when the System McSystem Face started to really shine here. So Max sitting south picked up this beauty, and how you get to show your hand with 7 clubs? How was it?
I never actually. We'll go through the auction, but I just had to open a spade showing 2 or 3 spades because we've got no bid to show a long single-suited minor. So I showed my spades first up.
And this actually forced them to preempt 3 hearts.
Yeah, they couldn't bid 2 hearts preemptive anymore, so you have to bid 3 hearts now, I guess, which isn't too bad.
Yeah.
And Pete quite fairly passed as north, and it came back to me, and I still haven't shown my clubs. But I sort of have to make a takeout double as well, because Pete could actually just be sitting there waiting for me to make the takeout double and just passing out 3 hearts doubled. So definitely, I think it's quite I didn't consider any other bid except for double. It also kept 3 no trumps in the picture, and I thought, oh yeah, maybe we might make that. So of course Pete bid 3 no trumps, which was fine, and that ended the auction. Passing 3 no trumps was very skeptical, mainly because I hadn't shown any clubs. Well, I'd made a takeout of hearts, so I'd shown some clubs, but I hadn't really emphasised that I had long clubs, and I was hoping that Pete didn't have long clubs as well. So it turned out okay, but
the opponents actually managed to defend this reasonably well. They had better options available, but they started with a diamond, which meant that and then they continued diamonds, which got West on lead. Unfortunately, West didn't find the heart switch to absolutely brutalise me in this contract, but I did float down 1 on this one. But getting to 3 no trump seemed reasonable, but it does feel awkward opening 1 spade with your 7-card minor.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. I was very putting down dummy and throwing no trumps. I was like, good luck. Hope this works out. I was really just hoping Pete had a heart stopper on the ace of clubs. That was really what I was going for. Yeah. Then I let a diamond. I'm like, I hope Pete's got a diamond stopper too.
Yeah. But it's always nice having a secret weapon.
Yeah.
And we did have that.
The secret weapon's nice. So.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was that board. Then this next one. This one was a bit awkward, so it went pass, and I got to open 1 diamond showing spades, and we let the opponents in with hearts. And this is one of the times where I guess it didn't work that well doing that, but...
It's one of the things about the system as well is that we sort of conceded that when we open a diamond showing a 5-card spade suit, we're going to let them in, and they're going to be able to bid 1 heart. But it's not going to be too bad because we've got spades, and you can typically outbid hearts with spades. Not all the time, obviously. But Pete obviously wanted to bid his spades quite a lot, and he knew that the plan was that when we open a diamond and they bid a heart, we outbid them in spades. So he stuck to the plan in his defence.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So here I had a 6-4, so I felt like that was worth giving it a shot. But 1 down in the end. I let the opponents cross ruff a lot, to the point that I had to drop the singleton king offside to go 1 down.
Yeah, so a bit dubious with the way the hand played out, but that's okay. It seemed to work out okay.
But they can presumably make 4 hearts on these cards.
They can actually. I was actually just looking at the east hand, and you show your hearts and you get your raise. What's interesting is that as south, I've overcalled a no trump, so I've shown the stopper. So I actually think the bidding has actually made the east hand a lot better. So your king of spades, I wouldn't have bid 3 hearts. I would have done something else. Yeah. The king of spades is likely to be onside. Partners probably not making a really crappy 6 or 7 point raise after a no trump. So I think the raise is maybe a bit more solid after the no trump bid. And if partner's got ace 3rd heart or something, then the heart finesse is actually probably working. So I actually think your hand gets a fair bit better than the auction's told you it has. So maybe I'd consider a 3 diamond bid. Something as little as ace jack 3rd heart and the king of diamonds, or maybe the jack of diamonds, unless the diamond finesse works. Could be okay when you lose a heart, a spade, and a club. Yeah.
But another thing is the auction might have prevented West bidding 4 hearts. in the sense that if we had a natural system, it would have gone like one spade, either two spades or two hearts.
Yeah.
And I think in either of those, West will be bidding four hearts a lot of the time.
At their next bid, yeah.
And because West doesn't know how good their partner's hand is for a one heart overcall,
They got stooshed.
they might not have bid their four. So
I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Kind of like a bit of give and take there. So the next one, so this one we got to four spades as south.
Yeah.
Both of us had our bidding shoes on this one, so it just went a 14 to 16 no trump, and I planned to show weak with both majors, so I bid Stamen, and I was planning on passing if my partner bid two hearts, but they bid two spades, and now I was like, ooh, I've got the fifth spade, I got the singleton club, and we're vulnerable. I really like vulnerable games, so I bid three spades invitational. Max said, invites, let's not turn these down.
I wanted to be the vulnerable game as well.
So we got to four spades, which is a remarkably decent contract, seeing as we had 19 high card points. But it turned out to go down when both the king of diamonds and king of spades was offside. It's
King of diamonds thing. I need king X of diamonds on the side if that finesse was working. But yeah.
Yeah. So it's about it's ballpark of finesse, right?
Yeah.
So decent game that we managed to bid, but mainly because we're both psycho.
Actually, part of my thinking was that a lot of the hands that you actually do go two spades past three spades actually do involve four cards in the other major, mainly because they're hands like this where you had like a garbage stamen, and then you find a fit, and then you're just like, ooh, actually maybe I'll invite. My hand got better. But definitely right to stamen as north. So that's kind of part of the reason why I thought my queen jack of hearts would be working to their full value. And I didn't have any wasted points in the minors if Pete was singleton either one of those. So that was part of my thinking. I can't say like it's always true, but like it was part of it. Pete could quite have easily had a few more points in a singleton heart, in which case I'd just be close to dead in four spades. But nonetheless, there it was.
This next one, what do we get to here? Two spades by south. So here I just went past, and I got to open one diamond. And the East End passed, I believe. So
yeah, I think they did. I might have doubled. I know we've opened a diamond, but a diamond shows spades. Doubles just take out a spades. It's just too valuable to give that up to show some diamonds or whatever else it could be. But yeah, yeah.
And then it went two spades, sort of 7 to 11 with the spade fit, and we managed to play it from here. And I thought, wow, I think we might have just right-sided this. Looking at my, just ace empty, and king to six. I don't feel like I need to protect the king of spades. Turned out Max didn't really have anything to lead up to either.
No, I didn't. It was a pretty boring contract, but yeah. So far the system seems to have got us to normal-ish contracts, so nothing too terrible yet, but
yeah. This next one, board 17, got four hearts by East. And this was another one where you got to open the wonderful one spade opening with your side 7 card minor. And you're like, this just doesn't feel good.
Yeah, no it didn't, that's for sure. This actually, bear in mind that this one spade opening here showed 2 to 3 spades. And so you overcall 2 hearts. And the opponents didn't really know what they were doing here. They hadn't really talked about anything, but nonetheless they did 2 spades, intending it as a Q-raise, which was good, I guess, because that's our suit. But that's actually one of the things is that when we actually haven't shown a suit, you've got no Q-raise available. So it actually puts the opponents in a bit of an awkward spot where, let's say you were actually, I actually think 2 spades should be natural there, because somebody showing a 2 to 3 card spade shoot shouldn't stop you from being able to bid spades. Especially when partner can overcall at the 2 level. I've got, ace king to 5 spades. I kind of want to bid them.
But both opponents were on the same wavelength and got to 4 hearts. Yeah?
They knew what was going on.
But you could easily see this auction going off the rails when someone thinks it's a Q-raise because they haven't discussed it or don't think about it. The fact that we're not actually showing that suit. But
yeah. It's very different as well. If you open a short club or position players open a diamond showing their short diamond, then the Q-raise is fine, mainly because it's a minor suit, and giving up a minor suit's not nearly as bad as giving up a major suit. And I had something else to say as well. And it's also the thing you'd open with length in that suit, which is definitely a possible hand. So you open a club showing 2+ clubs. But if you've got 6 or 7 clubs, you also open a club. but when like we'll put an upper limit on the number of spades we've got as well. So like we don't have more than 3. So
well, we don't have this suit, but like feel free to give it up. And
yeah, so
just for your
that's
curates.
fine. This was just a happy side effect of the system. We didn't actually think about this when we were designing it.
Yeah.
But just the thing that
I like it more because like really hard for the advanced to find spades if they want to do that, and no one discusses what that bid actually is. So
yeah, that's not that we were trying to roger our opponents out of a bid. It was just happy coincidence.
Okay, and this one we got to 1 no trump with South, and it just went pass and no trump or pass. And we missed our 10 card diamond fit, and we only went 1 down because the opponents didn't find the premium defense. But it's one of these ones where they actually have 4 card majors on, and we just wanted to highlight the 14-16 no trump. Probably worked pretty well here.
Yeah, so a lot of other people, well, I'd open the South end strong no trump anyway. But some people will just open that at diamonds, and over a diamond there's an easy takeout double. North will make some preemptive raise in diamonds, I guess, and then this hand over here should probably just bid 4 diamonds or something, pick a major, or maybe double again. Yeah, like 9 points, 9 working points, and a stiff diamond is definitely good enough. So this could have been a system win for a 14-16 easily. So
yeah, this next one highlights the opponents just sort of coming in at unusual spots because they're not quite sure. We across the day we collected quite a few penalties.
I think we're east-west now, aren't we?
Yeah, we switched over to east-west for these boards. But we collected a fair few penalties across the day, like just a little bit more than what you would at standard because you put people in unusual situations. Now most of them, I think the opponents just made bad bids, but I don't see the opponents making the same bad bids when we play standard as much.
Yeah, and part of the system as well is that when we were thinking about it was that we wanted to get to 2 spades really quickly, as frequently and as as we can. And that's exactly what happened here. So Pete opened the bidding with 1 spade, and I just had 5 spades and 7+ points. So I just bid 2 hearts transfer to spades, and Pete just accepts. And the North hand was there, now worried that they were losing their hearts. I don't think you should be too worried about losing your hearts in that spot. That doesn't seem.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't be worried about losing my hearts. But anyway, I'm surprised that I was actually worried about losing my hearts when I transferred to spades. That was actually one of my fears.
But this was plus 1100 in 3 clubs double.
Yeah.
They managed to find a fit, but it was not pretty for them.
Yeah, they're just too high. With the North hand, this is just another hand where if you're going to bid, take an action the first time.
Yeah, but I
wouldn't do that. So that's okay.
But yeah, it sort of created an unusual problem for them. They obviously made a very bad bid, and got punished for it. But that's sort of what we're trying to do: create some sort of unique situations.
The other thing is we didn't even have a spade fit.
No.
And here we are playing in 2 spades, and maybe the 2 spades double. Well, 2 spades double probably was best for them. That's not going to work out well either.
Yeah.
So they're in a really tough spot.
Another awkward thing, which about just our system, not what the North-South did, is what we noticed is that there's a few times that partner opened a spade and we've got spades and hearts, and trying to find the heart fit.
Yeah, the hearts definitely got lost.
Yeah, for trying to not lose the hearts is kind of an awkward thing. So the next one.
Still east-west, are we?
Yeah. So we're east-west here. So yeah.
Oh, look, we just spoke about this. But yeah. So we had 1 spade opener, and it goes pass by North, and once again we just have our 2 hearts transfer to spades, pass, except because you've got nothing else to do, pass. That was the end of the auction. And I think we actually picked up imps on this board. Not because we got to a great contract or anything. We definitely didn't get to the best contract. But other people were playing in 4 hearts going off. And here we were just making our 2 spades like little troopers.
Yeah. So it's definitely that there would be times this would definitely lose for you, and this is remarkably close to doing it, but it didn't fail us this time. So it was reasonable, but I feel like when your partner opens 1 spade, maybe you'd want a conventional spot to show both majors or something.
Yeah, maybe a 2 spade bid actually should maybe be something like both majors. I've got 5 spades or hearts as well. Something along those lines. We've given up clubs now, but they're clubs and majors are more important.
But yeah, a spot that you might want to try and rework that. Anyway, that was the first half of the day. Just give me a moment while we bring up the next board. Alright, so on this one we got to 1 no trump, and we actually made 9 tricks, but it went pass, 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 and third seat I got to open 1 heart, showing exactly 4 spades. This just went 1 no trump, or pass. So, pretty simple one here. Any?
Not really. Like, I had an option, like I could have been a spade, non-forcing as well, but that shows like a weaker hand, and I didn't want to give up the opportunity of finding our 4-4 heart fit. Like, it's shocking, I know. We might actually be able to find that or something, or a 5-4 heart fit even.
Well, I don't think we're ever going to find a 4-4 heart fit.
You could be
So
triple
it goes
1, I guess.
Yeah, but let's say it goes a heart and no trump. Am I meant to bid my 4-card heart suit now?
With a triple 4-1. If you were going to bid a suit, you should bid your 4-card heart suit over one of the minors, because that one actually has some upshot where you get to play in 4 hearts as opposed to, you know.
But I'd usually show a 5-card suit in a canapé sort of thing.
Yeah, you would actually. So I guess you just have to flag a no trump and hope.
So again, losing the hearts a lot of the time. You can find this theme running sort of throughout this session, and not once did it hurt us, which is probably why we kept on succeeding.
Yeah. On that last hand as well, a no trump's pretty automatic, even though I think I had 10, maybe 11 points.
Yeah.
Partner's got 14 to 16, 10 to 15. Like, even if partner's got 15, 3 no's a pretty long shot. I'm a 4-3-3, I don't have a long suit. If partner has a long suit, say like a 5-card suit that's going to set up for tricks, they're about to bid it, so I can raise whatever their suit they bid to the 3 level, and then that'll be fine, showing an invitational hand. So yeah. Sorry. Okay, on to this hand.
So this one, you opened 2 spades, 10 to 14, 5-5 not spades. Now you've only got 8 points, but I think there's a clear.
Yeah, favourable as well. I got the 6 diamond, and I know the system is 10 to 15, but like if you think about it, like all my points are in my suits. Like if you swap the king of hearts to say the king of clubs, now my hand isn't quite looking quite as good, or and I might choose not to. Well, I'm favourable, so I probably still would. But yeah, this has got like big preemptive like serious preemptive value as well here, and I'm taking the 2 spade bid as well, meaning that the opponents can't actually have to bid 3 spades if they want to show spades, or maybe they have to have an agreement about their double. But yeah, so double would also have to be a hand that the opponents have with just 16, 17 plus points and no other bid. So it shouldn't be just spades. So yeah.
So now I was thinking of, well, really just dreaming that the auction was going to go pass and I could just pass this, because the opponents almost certainly have a game on and I don't know what the right-hand opponent would do. But West got in there and bid 3 spades.
Yeah.
And now I passed and it went 4 spades. Pass to me. And again, at favourable, I think I should have acted and bid 4 no, 2 places to play.
Yeah, it's 2 places to play, but it really just says partner bid your cheapest suit. So if I had hearts and clubs, I'd bid 5 clubs. If I had diamonds and clubs, I'd bid clubs as well. And with the reds, I'd bid 5 diamonds. Saying pick a.
The only awkward thing is if you're 6-4 in the minors with 4 clubs and 6 diamonds.
Yeah, that's one of the hands that we had to put in here as well, 6-4 in the minors. There's just no other good spot for it in the system, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So that was like, if I have, if I have 4 clubs and 6 diamonds, you can actually bid. Yeah.
Yeah, so I can always correct clubs to diamonds.
Yeah.
And then won't have that issue. But I didn't do my best bid ever. I just passed, and we missed our cheap sacrifice there.
Yeah. Once again, like if the north hands, I suppose. What did you have?
4 in the reds and a 6 count.
Yeah, an ace. Yeah, you've only got 1 defensive trick. Expecting me to come up with 3 is just unrealistic. The only chance would be, I suppose, if it goes lead to your ace, then you give me a club ruff or something. But when that doesn't happen, it's not going to be a good thing.
So this one went 14 to 16 no trump by me, and it went pass, and West bid 2 hearts. Now it went pass, and you came back in with 2 spades. So some people might not have seen this bid before, but what does 2 spades actually show?
So when I passed a no trump, I've denied a 5-card spade suit. Like I'd just always transfer to a 5-card spade suit regardless of my strength. So even if I had like say 7-ish points, we'll say, and I just thought a no trump was going to make, I'd still transfer my 5-card spade suit because partner might super accept and I play 4 spades. So really, once I've passed, I don't have 5 spades anymore. So a 2 spade bid should be exactly a 4-card spade suit, and at least one of the minors. The minor will be unknown, And another part of it as well is that I haven't made a takeout double of two hearts, so I don't have an interest in defending two hearts doubled. Partner should be able to figure that out as well. So with this hand here, if I had a few more points, I might choose to make a takeout double, and that way partner's got the option of passing out two hearts doubled, which with that hand they probably would. They would definitely pass out two hearts doubled. But I really didn't want that to happen, mainly because I was afraid of them actually making two hearts double if partner did pass. So I chose to bid two spades.
So on this one, you opened two spades, 5-5 again. And I inquired, and you bid three hearts, which showed hearts and clubs, at least 5-5.
Yeah.
How close to bidding a strong club were you?
I thought about opening a strong club. I actually really wouldn't mind that too much. Reasons I didn't is that if you game force showing spades with like just an 8 count, I'm not going to be very happy. Also, we've defined our range as 10 to 15, so if I don't open this, if I don't open a 14 count, our conventional two spade opening, like it's really more like we're playing, 9 to 13 or 8 to 13, and it really just, you have to have some good hands that you have to be able to have a maximum effectively. And so yeah, I just thought this was like a maximum. And the other thing is the texture of the hand isn't also that good. It looks like it's pretty nice. You got all your points in your suits, but in reality, you've just got all these points in diamonds. You'd be a much better hand with, say, if all my points are in hearts and clubs, and I had 14 points, hearts, clubs, same shape, I'd be more inclined to open a strong club. But once again, I don't think there's anything wrong. Also, with this hand here, the opponents probably have spades, so there's definitely, like, the vulnerability is favourable for us. But there's also, the opponents aren't sacking cheaply. They might be, actually, but who knows? It's not likely.
So this next one, we got to 4 spades, and we had a slam try auction.
Yeah.
So I opened one heart showing exactly 4 spades, 10 to 15, and I've only got a 10 count. We weren't opening balanced 10 counts, but here I've got a good unbalanced 10 count.
Yep.
And this went pass, and you bid 2 no trumps.
Game force 4 card raise.
I showed a singleton club.
Mm-hmm.
You said, let's slam try.
Yeah, so we haven't actually discussed what 3 of a red suit would be here, so I just decided not to do it. Mainly just to simplify the auction. Like, I just wanted to start queues, and if we start queues, then we can use conventions like last train and all that sort of stuff. And I get that's really what I want to know. I've got 17, partner's best 10 to 15. I've shown the singleton club, which is good opposite my hand. Means that, like, jack of clubs is wasted, but not too many other points are wasted. I'd much prefer singleton diamond, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I won't complain with the singleton club. And I just really wanted to cubid, sort of say partner last train or partner last train me. And I've already made the strong action, so I don't need to, once I've bid 3 spades, I'm just bidding up to 4 spades. And then if partner wants to kick past, it was sort of up to them, because I've already shown the strength. So.
Yep. So we managed to stop there. I showed a singleton club, cubid diamonds. Max said, are you interested? And I looked at my 10 count and said, I've already opened it. No, thank you.
I showed the singleton club and it queued. Done it all.
So this one, we managed to successfully bid to a grand slam via a strong club auction. And I didn't stuff up any of the bids. I was pretty proud of myself. So here it went, strong club by Max with the 5-5. And I bid a heart showing spades. Now you bid 1 no trump asking what I got.
Yeah, so just stopping there on that 1 no trump, I actually think that the 2 no trump bid here should be like a Jacoby 2 no trumps. But then I remembered that was not in the notes. So I decided I didn't. The 2 no trump bid's undefined. So yeah, I decided not to do that. I just decided to use the generic ask. So partner doesn't know that we've got a spade for at this stage. What I am doing is I'm just asking about his hand.
And I bid 2 clubs showing that I've got extras.
So it's like 12 plus.
And then you went 2 diamonds. Tell me more.
Just asking. I know spades are always going to be trumps here, but once again, I don't want to have to bid 2 spades or 3 spades. I just really want partner to describe the shape of their hand. And so partner bid 3 diamonds now. And what's interesting here is that when partner bids 3 diamonds, it really limits the shapes of their hand. So I know partner's got 5 spades. I also know that they've now got at least 4 diamonds, but they're not likely to have a 5 to 4-2 pattern, mainly because with that hand there, they might choose to bid 2 no trumps, depending on their honours. So if they had short honours in hearts and clubs, their doubletons, they might choose to definitely bid 2 no trumps. So I was quite happy just to set spades at this stage and see what was happening. And the other thing is, if I want to play slam, I also need to find out about a club queue. So bidding 3 spades, it brings partner into the auction. Tells him what trumps are finally, and
We got there.
I've known the full time. And then he was able to cue bid 4 clubs, which is all I really needed to hear. And it was good. I wasn't actually convinced that I wanted to bid 3 spades, saying I've got spades, mainly because if partner had like king empty club, then we might have wrong-sided the contract. But at that stage in the auction, I didn't really have a choice. I sort of had to, and just hope that clubs weren't like that. I also thought we're in the market for a grand slam, and in which case, like I had 18, partner's got 12 plus, we've got a 10 card spade fit. Yeah. Partner bid 5 hearts, which was 2 without the queen. Now the queen's not relevant because we've got a 10 card major suit fit, so I may as well just show all the key cards now. And he bid 6 clubs that showed the king of clubs. So now I know that he doesn't have the queen of spades. He's got the ace of diamonds and the ace king of clubs. And he's probably not a 5-2, 4-2. So it looks like we've got no spade losers. And the chances of him actually having 1 club and 3 hearts is quite low. So I've got no diamond losers either. So if partner's a... it seemed like to me at this stage partner was a 5-1-4-3, in which case I've got the ace king of clubs because 6 clubs showed the king of clubs. At least I hoped it did.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't just showing number of kings. And in which case I've got no club losers, I've got no diamond losers, and it looks like I can just rough 3 or 4 hearts on table, and it'll be a good contract. So I just need spades to break 2-1, I guess. So I was kind of happy. And the other thing was that even if partner did have this 5-4-2-2 shape that I was worried about, or they had a 3-card heart suit, there's still room for them to have the king of hearts. That's still a possible card. Their diamonds might have been queen jack of diamonds, in which case I can throw away all of my hearts from my hand. Or I could just have to take a finesse. So in the auction stage, there was 2 options about it being much better than, or 3 options about it being much better than a finesse. Them being the good quality diamonds, the king of hearts, or just a singleton heart. And so I was more than happy to bid 7.
Yeah, and one other thing with me is I could have chosen to show a void, like over the 4 no trump bid. I could have tried showing my void.
Yeah.
My general rule is if I'm in doubt, don't. And here my really bad quality spades made me not want to like jump to 6 heart, like 5 no or 6 hearts to show that I've got a void as well as the appropriate amount of key cards.
Yeah, sure.
So
yeah, no, I think especially Pete's point of view, like I might have only had a 3-card spade suit,
Yeah.
in which case, definitely trumps are a big concern. So
this one we got to 5 diamonds, north-south. We both overbid this one. So here I chose to open this. I've got a singleton king, but I still wanted to get in there because I got a 6-4 shape. So I opened a heart.
showing 4 spades.
Exactly 4 spades. And now East got in there with a 2 club bid.
I'm not convinced about that 2 club bid. Partners are past hands. Effectively the option's going a spade, you're overcalling 2 clubs. You've got a 4-card spade suit. So the worst hands to overcall with are actually when you've got length in opener's suit. And it has the ability just to really not work very well for you.
Yeah, so at this stage, I wasn't enthralled with my opening bid, but when partner made a takeout double of clubs, I was like, well, I do have a 6-card suit.
Yeah.
So I felt obliged to bid here. And we sort of worked our way to 5 diamonds here after 4 clubs past 5 diamonds.
I wasn't convinced my takeout double was the right action. Like, you've shown 4 spades. Part of the reason I did it is because I knew that I could fall back playing in a 2-spade contract. And if partner was to bid 3 diamonds like they did on the hands, I would have put them on 5 or 6 diamonds, and maybe that would have been okay as well. I really wanted to get the hearts in there, mainly because this was the last session of the day. We keep missing these hearts, so like I was really keen just to get my hearts on the table and find out if I had that fit. And I've got 11 points, so playing a 4-heart contract's very, very viable.
Anyway, we floated 2 down there. This next board 15, we got to double them in 3 diamonds. This one was an interesting one, where we got a penalty again where the opponent sort of wandered in when I don't really think they should. But it went a heart showing 4 spades, a no trump by me, and now East really wanted to say they've got a good 6-card spade suit, so they overcalled 2 spades. Which, like we've said, we've got spades. Like if we'd opened 2 or 3 spades, 100% sure, go in there and bid it. But
yeah.
Here, then went double, which we play as penalty double.
Part of my spades are good, don't worry, I've still got 4 of them.
Yeah, penalty interest. Like, I've it's saying I want to penalise them, but yeah, I could have removed it if I wanted to. And it went 3 diamonds, and I said double, and that's where it rested. We only beat this 3 tricks for plus 500, which was pretty good.
Yeah, it was an awkward hand because when we were I don't know about Pete, when I was defending, I didn't know how many tricks I should be trying to win.
Yeah.
Like most of the time, like if you've got a better idea of the hand, like if your opponent's playing in 4 spades, you know that 2 off vulnerable or something's 500, which is a good score, so you target at least 2 off, hopefully 3 off kind of thing. But here I just didn't know how many tricks our side was entitled to win, and I had no idea Pete's diamonds were that good, so I was just kind of targeting the standard 2 off, which is a good score. Happened to go 3 off. I think we could have gone a lot better.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a bit awkward for us to find. But that happens.
Also, all we know is the spade suit, so...
Yeah, that's true. You probably know my diamonds as well.
Yeah.
No, I've got short diamonds.
But I don't know if you got hearts or clubs, especially before the opening leads happen.
Absolutely, yeah. So yeah, that's fine.
But we still picked up a decent amount of imps. And then on to the next board. Board 17, they got to 4 spades by east-west.
That floated 1 off, did it?
Yeah, so we beat this one.
Yeah.
But this one I got to open 2 hearts. Now showing like 10 to 14, 6 card heart suit. Now I could open 1 spade, 2 or 3 spades, or 1 heart, but here I really wanted to emphasize the hearts.
Yeah, the 7th heart, and they're good. Like even if I only had 6 of them, like if I had like 1 more club, I'd still be opening this hand 2 hearts just to show the good quality hearts. We've got an option with a 6 card heart suit and 2 or 3 spades, what we do.
But it went 2 spades past 3 hearts. Not sure about the 3 heart bid by the opponents.
That was a bit aggressive,
yeah. Anyway, I decided I'd go 4 hearts because it looks like my partner's got short spades and...
Yeah, I probably would have doubled them.
Yeah.
Or something.
So just give this a shot.
I'll say I wasn't loving my hand when my partner showed me 10 to 14 points and at least 6 hearts. And then just backed back in there with 4 hearts. And I've got what was probably a 0 trick hand for them.
Yeah.
So,
but it was good that the opponents took a dive over this and went down. So, board 20. So what actually
we moved
happened
to east-west now, did we?
So this was the final round. We
Yeah.
were east-west, and we were defending 3 no trumps here. This one was kind of funny because we played against some people that had some conventions, but hadn't actually discussed what they do over them. So here, Max sitting west opened 1 spade, showing 2 or 3 spades.
Just really loving that heart suit, getting the hearts in there straight away.
And the opponents bid 1 no trump, which was a comic no trump, so either 15 to 18 balanced or a weak 2 in any suit. And I passed, and it went 2 no trumps, tell me what you got. And I went pass, and I went 3 no trumps, I've got a good weak 2 in a minor. This went all pass. So here, notice again, we have a 10 card heart fit. We managed to not mention the hearts whatsoever.
I didn't find out it.
But it worked well for us because we defended 3 no trumps on a heart lead, and when the diamond finesse failed, this went a couple off. But another thing worth noting was the opponents had this agreement that 1 no trump was a weak 2 in any suit, or 15 to 18 balanced, and over a minor they've got ways of untangling it, but over a spade, they could have a weak 2 in hearts or spades.
Yeah.
And their system hadn't adapted to it. So
I think they did 3 spades with a good weak 2 or something in a major.
Yeah.
In which case the options are... I could be wrong about that, but the option is a bid 3 no trumps or guess which major partner has. And seeing as though the 2 no trumps bid said, hey partner, what's your suit? Like they haven't actually found out any useful information.
Yeah. So kind of interesting that some agreements really get messed up by the 1 spade opening, but also more importantly... Well, not more importantly, we also lose the heart suit. We dodge that bullet time and time again.
Do you know actually the best thing about this was, like when Pete led a heart, I looked at my hand with like king, queen, 10, 9 to 5 hearts. I'm like, oh, good work, partner, you led my suit. Little did I know that he also had hearts.
Okay, so this next board, they got to 4 spades by north.
I think it was bad bidding on both myself and Pete's part on this hand.
We're both pretty soft on this. So the first question is, it goes past, and what would you do with Max's hand as west? Would you bid on this or not? He chose to pass first up. I went 1 spade. So this wasn't anything to do with system, but we both chose poorly, and this was the board that lost us the event, or let us come second.
Lost by an imp or something, or a VP.
Yeah, we were 1 VP behind. We won our last match, but didn't win it by enough to leapfrog these guys, who had a good, healthy lead. Anyway, I overcalled 2 clubs, and it went 2 spades,
It's an aggressive 2-club bid.
and thank you. It now went 3 diamonds, and it went 4 spades at this stage. So here, again, I think I should bid 5 diamonds, because there are so many hands where we are making 5 diamonds. I know my partner's got short spades, probably only a singleton. If they've got something like king jack to 6 diamonds and the king of clubs, then 5 diamonds will be good.
Actually, I don't think you should bid 5 diamonds.
Well, I could bid 4 no.
I think you should bid 4 no, yeah.
But I should bid.
Yeah, I should bid. But one of the options is when I bid 3 diamonds there, I'm vulnerable. Like, I'm not just bidding 3 diamonds to say, partner, I've just got diamonds. I've implied at least honor X in clubs, I suppose, would be the worst I could have. So I could also have a hand with like king to 4 clubs, singleton spade, and like king queen to 6 diamonds or something. And I'm just sort of saying, hey partner, by the way, when the auction gets competitive and they bid 4 spades, or 5 or 6 spades, just so you know I have clubs and diamonds for you. And I'm just trying to help my partner make a good decision. So I didn't have to have 7 diamonds. I could have had less diamonds, and if I've got less diamonds, I'll have more clubs. But yeah.
Anyway, I was dreaming of beating this contract, but we both decided let's defend it, and it's just cold.
Nothing to be done.
Which was a bit sad. So we had 5 diamonds on, they've got 4 spades on, we let them play it, and yeah, lost them.
We only lost like 6 or 7 imps on the board from memory, so I don't think that was actually too bad. Like that could have been a lot worse. I would have thought, like at the end of this hand when I figured out we're making 5 diamonds, I'm like, that's a big one out. Like that's not going to do well. But a lot of other people in the room didn't find their diamond contract either. Not sure how, but nonetheless.
And then this is the last one we had for you, so I hope you enjoyed all these interesting boards we got. But kicked it off with 2 spades.
This 2 spade opening's got some mileage. We got a fair bit of those. Yeah, 5-5. Yeah, I suppose you pick up 5-5s quite frequently without spades.
Yeah, so I went 2 spades pass, and you got a fair few options sitting west. What do you want to do? Do you want to jam 4 spades? Do you want to find out about 3 no? So you inquired what I had?
Yeah. Actually, I thought about jamming 4 spades, and if partner didn't have hearts, which is unlikely but possible, if partner had 5-5 in the minors or 6-4 in the minors, then the opponents might make a silly bid with like a heart suit just to bid over the top of. But like, I thought about doing that, but at the same time, I didn't want to play like a silly 4 spade contract when maybe 3 no was the winner. So partner's got like a singleton or void. Singleton spade is really what I was hoping for. Maybe 3 no trumps is the best contract. So I sort of wanted to ask partner what their suits were, find out when partner tells me they've got hearts and clubs. I was just going to bid 3 no, not even mention the spades. Partner unfortunately told me they had diamonds and hearts. Now I had to worry about the clubs for the 3 no contract, which wasn't going to be too successful. So I sort of forced myself into bidding 3 spades, and I was probably actually going to have to bid 4 spades as well, even if partner bid 3 no. Well, it would have been a thought at least, but yeah. Long story short, the play to this hand is actually kind of interesting. South led the ace of spades. Not my favourite lead, but nonetheless, it was a lead. And then they can actually, my hand goes down on dummy because Pete opened 2 spades. So now they know that Pete's got 5-5 in the reds, and they can see my ace, queen, 9 of diamonds. And they just didn't quite put 2 and 2 together, so they cashed the ace of clubs. Like, you should just give partner a diamond ruff, come back to your ace of clubs and give partner another diamond ruff.
They got there. They cashed their entry first.
Yeah.
And now I was actually cold, except I didn't think the opponents would do that either.
Yeah.
So here my plan at this stage was queen of diamonds winning, ruff a club, ace of hearts, ruff a heart, and then draw trumps, and I'd be home at that stage. So I stuck in the queen of diamonds, which got knocked off. And now my plan's ruined again. And North's still not on the ball. Like, they probably know my shape as well and can lead a low club, but they led the king of clubs, which I get to ruff, which, like, they could have drawn they could have done other things.
Trump exit's much better as well, yeah.
But that allows me to take a heart finesse. Here I'm at least in the wrong hand.
Yeah, true.
But club, which I ruffed, but they could have led a low club, which would have changed things. But here, now they've set it up that I can squeeze south in the minors with the jack of clubs and diamonds. But I really didn't think that South had the queen of clubs on this defence. I didn't think they'd switch to ace queen, then give their partner a ruff, and then North strip their only threat card.
Useful card, yeah.
So I, like a fool, I led the ace of hearts and then took a ruffing finesse in hearts, hoping that that South had the king, but that failed, and I went down one on this hand. But yeah, only lost a few imps for it. So they were the interesting hands that we actually had. So what sort of general fixes do you reckon would be needed? And
one hand that we didn't talk about was that I don't know if people watched, or if you did watch the making of the system video. We didn't actually have a bid with a singleton spade, 6-card minor, and 3-3 in the other two suits. We just didn't have anything we could open with that hand.
yeah,
Or maybe
yeah.
yeah,
So we
that-
decided we had to put that into the 2 clubs, our 3 suited opening. So our 3 suited opening now has a 6-card minor in it.
yeah, with a singleton spade and 3-3 in the other two suits. So that was a system hold that neither one of us saw while we were creating our lovely system. And yeah, fixes, obviously we need to find hearts. We left the hearts like a long way behind. We got our spades fits and we got all those very quickly, and we found spade contracts, but heart contracts were definitely hard to find.
So basically, as responder over any of the opening bids of spade or a heart, I reckon.
Yeah, over a diamond it's fine.
It's fine.
So
Over a spade or a heart, I think you need a way of showing partial fits plus hearts, or
Yeah.
just a way of showing hearts. So you could look at some sort of ways to sort of jam that into the system if you wanted.
Yeah, we knew we were going to miss the 4-4 fits. Like when we open a heart showing a 4-4, a 4-card spade suit, we know we're not finding a 4-4 heart fit. One of my ideas was to play a spade as showing hearts, but once again, now we can't really. Like,
You lose the weekend.
you lose the weekends now as well, which is like when you're vulnerable and partner opens 10 to 15 and you've got no points and no fit, you really don't want to lose that hand. That's real sad. But yeah, apart from that, that was probably the biggest system flaw.
Yeah, find the hearts, I think, is the main thing.
Find the hearts, yeah. So I think you just need a few bids that say, partner, I was going to bid my 2, like over a spade opening, we'd play bidding 2 hearts as a transfer to spades, which is fine, worked out quite well. I also think maybe a 2 spade bid should be sort of the same, like 7 to 11 point hand, spades and hearts or something, allowing partner to maybe find their fit if they've got one, or maybe just have more bids for 4-card heart suits.
Yeah, things to look at.
Yeah.
Alright, so how would you rate the system out of 5?
Well, good enough to come second.
Good enough, some second. Yeah.
Despite all the silly contracts we got to in there.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if like 5 stars was not like it's a good sound system,
So, like,
needs minimum conventions to fix
So
things.
2 over 1 would be like a 5, right?
Yeah, I'd give 2 over 1 with a couple of conventions a 5-star.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
I'd give something like ACOL with a bunch of conventions and standard with some conventions a 4-star. 3-star, I think you need a fair bit of work. 2-star, I'd say fun but basically unplayable. And 1-star is unplayable.
Probably 3, maybe 3.2.
Yeah.
Definitely not as good as standard or ACOL. That would definitely be better systems. But yeah, no, it was definitely playable. The concept of actually being able to show the number of spades, and because you know how many spades partner's got, there's no confusion about, oh, well, is partner spades longer or is their second suit longer? So it's
Yeah.
not like the 1 heart bid was 0 to 4 spades or something, you just didn't know. No, we knew partner had 4, so finding a reasonable contract was fine. Some of the hands that screwed our system probably didn't come up so much when you've got weak hands and you're vulnerable opposite the stupid spade. 1 spade opening. That
But
never
like
came
some
up.
of them could be good. Like none of the weak hands when you're favourable and the right hand opponent doesn't bid. Came
Yeah,
up
that's
either.
true. We didn't.
So
Yeah,
we never passed any bids, even though I was dreaming about doing it. So,
yeah, I don't know. I'd play the system again. I
Yeah.
feel like it could be like maybe another second.
yeah. So I'd give the system a lot of fun. I reckon give it a shot if you haven't. And I'm guessing most people haven't.
Certainly no one has.
But really enjoyable. Definitely needs some work trying to look at those flaws. Feels really bad opening a spade with a 7-card minor.
Yeah,
But just
well,
get to know that that's going to happen.
Yeah.
But neither of them actually cost us. So as you can see, like lots of this stuff felt bad, but didn't actually hurt.
Yeah, like there was actually there was some solid fundamentals behind some of the the one no trump 14 to 16 was clearly the best opening bid we could ever make, and so any hand that was like something close to that, you do that with, and I definitely felt like that kept our head above water, and we had like a solid system that we both knew well over that, and the strong club hands as well, we were both fine over that. The opponents they were never favourable when we opened the strong clubs, and they never got to interfere too much, which was probably a bit lucky as well. So we never got tested on our ability to find fits in high-level competition. So
Yeah. Anyway, so hope you guys enjoyed learning about System McSystem Face, and we're happy to do this again. But we wanted your input on what sort of system we should do and the basic outline. We've got two choices, so I want you guys to post in the comments which idea you want more. So the first option is where we flip all the bids, basically, where one no trump shows clubs through to one club being a balanced hand and just sort of inverting all of those bids and swapping them around. Or the second option is where we've got sort of different point ranges where you don't know what your suit is, but when you find out your suit, you then know what sort of point range you're
strength
in.
as well, yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of ambiguity there.
Post in the comments which one of these you actually want to see, and we'll give them another. We'll create the system and give it another test run.
Yeah, sure. That sounds good.
All right. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.